Welcome to the Janaea Netball Centre for round 13 of the Under-23's Premier League. Just 2 rounds left until we hit the semis now, so things are starting to get really exciting. And you can see Gemma Crowley on court at the moment, just giving the Central Coast girls a bit of a prep up before we go. So the Opens teams have really set a rivalry for these two franchises, the Eastwood Ride Hawks and the Central Coast Heart. They'll be playing later tonight at 8:40, and it's 1v2, a grand final rematch from last year, so we're really looking forward to that. But there's plenty to play for in this Under-23 side too, because at the moment, the Hawks are sitting in 4th place with a better goal percentage than the Central Coast Heart, who are in 5th. Now, if Central Coast Heart win tonight, they cannot move into 4th spot, but they'll be tied on points. So this is literally a season-defining game for both of them. And momentum is actually in the Central Coast Heart's favour, considering they beat the Panthers by 7 goals last week, and the Hawks suffered a bit of a loss to the Fury with some injuries late in their match in the 4th quarter. Central Coast with the first centre, moving towards the post. Georgia Ray with the ball in hand. Missed shot. She was very accurate last week, 26 goals out of 29 at 90%. A throw in here, pushing to the side, and now she's got the ball again. Second attempt is good, and it puts the Heart on the board. We've got a mistake with our scoreboard here at Netball Central, but I'm sure it'll even out and fix up soon. Monique Clifton looking over the long arms. Throw in Hawks. Little pass just in front. There's a mix-up there, but it was a contact call against Eliza Hands. Cullen into Cairns. Now on the edge, Clifton looking to feed, waiting for Coley to come through on the baseline. And she's solid with the first shot. So that scoreboard fix now, 1-1. Kessler fighting hard for that centre pass. Ray coming back to Evans on the transverse line. O'Mara quick and hard into Ray. Free shot, free pass. Inside now. Oh, into the hands of Tavaga. No. Umpire says it's the Heart's ball. Really nice front cut by Ray there, working hard with O'Mara just to get a better space to take the shot from. Coming back, Tavaga overhead to Cullen. Little pass to Coley. Now in that goal third. On the edge. Trying to swing again, and it ends up with Nikita Jackson. On the loose ball. Kessler with a free pass inside the goal third now. Can they convert their goalkeeper's efforts? Not if Afoa has anything to do with it. Ball over the back line. Having to use the transverse line. So the defensive pressure of the Hawks is really working hard here. And it's resulted in turnover in the midcourt. All that hard work. Long pass now. Cullen's got it. Up and over to Coley, little lob. Coming back to Varga to reset. Clifton, quick feet. Laterally. Now they push into the circle, still trying to swing and get a better spot. And Cairns a little way out. Good to see she's able to take the court tonight because she rolled her ankle in the final quarter against the Fury last week and had to come off. Everyone waiting for it to roll in. 2 apiece. O'Mara looking back to Hands, strong and hard into Ray, coming back to Kessler at the top, using the pocket. Oh, an overhead, DeVivo takes it. slots it in and takes the Hart to 3. Some clever work from these young Hart players. Cullen, bit of a wayward pass, but it does end up with the shooter and Cairns. Underarm pass, coming back now to Clifton. On the edge of that circle. This is where they're struggling at the moment. And Jackson giving away a penalty, so it helps the Hawks out. Fairway out, Coley elects to offload instead. And just in front, we're back level, 3 apiece. The defensive pressure of both circle ends are really shining at the moment. Oh, trying to swing on the transverse line. And Evans just offside, falling into the goal third. Oh, coming through, bodies clashing into each other. That was an accident. Both eyes on the ball. Long and hard. Rowita to Clifton. She does the same with Coley. On the transverse. In the air. Oh, 1-2 with Coley. Now to Cairns. They've got to be quick, these Hawks. Attacking line. Before the Hart have their hands all over the ball. A little 1-goal lead here and a chance to go 2 up. Coley decides to put the shot up herself and it's really good. She should do more of that. O'Mara to Kessler. That contest between Cullen and Kessler really something to keep your eyes on tonight. Just inside now to Vivo. Overhead to Ray. And on the right-hand side, she has no problems at all. Slotting that through, taking the Hart back within 1. Quick work from the Hawks here. And another penalty just inside. Accuracy from Coley has been brilliant so far. And the Hart are really going to have to be careful with those contacts they're giving away just inside as they're feeding. Overhead, Zavivo's got it now. O'Mara with a free pass on the edge. Down low, trying to get it to DeViva, but Tavaga leading from the back for the Hawks. Hands in it, forces turnover. And all of a sudden, Central Coast really stepping up with defence here. Tavaga to Clifton, long way. Coley, trying to swing to Cullen. Ball comes off her hand, recollected. Having to do a lot of work here. The passes are not smooth at all, and it comes off the fingertips of Cairns over the back line. Just shows you what this Hart defensive line is made of. Hands and Nikita Jackson sharing the ball. Now Evans stuck for an option. That's 3 seconds. I think she thought it might have been obstruction or contact. Either way. Hand coming through. Sailing through the air, says no way. On the back line, Coley, no look pass, looks to swing. But another umpire call on the edge of the circle gives the Hawks a free pass. Now Cairns won't miss from there. And the Hawks are up by 3 goals. A really good start for them. A bit of a statement about how they want this match to play out. That contest between O'Mara and Cullen. In fact, anywhere Hannah Cullen is on court, you should keep your eyes. She does not give up. Very hardworking, very strong. Kessler looking back. Now on the edge. Ray's come right outside the circle. Evans straight to O'Mara. Now on the edge, Kessler. Tavaga did very well then. The ball goes back to the edge of the circle. Up in the air, Ray survives a contest from Ofoa. And the Heart are back within 3. 6 minutes to play before the first break. Oh, she was over the line then? No? Should probably have been a turnover to Central Coast off that centre pass. Anyway, we play on. Cullen can see Cairns, who's got front space. That was strong and smart from the shooter. Offside for the centre pass. Evans to O'Mara. Now in the pocket is Kessler. Swinging to the top. They complete the triangle. DeVivo. Oh, misses the shot, but straight on the rebound. Really nice work. Clifton coming back to Tavaga. Oh, Coley all on her own has found space. Misses the shot. Cairns there to grab the rebound though and finish the job. O'Mara coming back to hand, running through to Ray. Quick work from the Heart, moving the ball around. Now DeVivo in front, stays strong. And dishing off to Ray. The Heart hit 7. Coley out for the centre pass. Latchley to Cullen. Now inside the goal third. Clifton swinging on the edge. Cullen a rocket pass into Cairns. Vision is brilliant from this young wing attack. A forward proving dangerous at the back. But Central Coast persistence sees them coming back within striking distance. Oh, through traffic is Cullen and hand. Oh, that's a horrible injury. We might just bring the sound down here just to respect her and try and change the camera angle. Awful scenes for Eliza Hand. We really hope she's okay. It was really nice to see everyone in here applaud her off the court. So how will the Heart respond from here? That's been a pretty emotional start to this game. And the Hawks hit 12 through Alicia Cairns. Cassidy Madison coming on in goal defence to replace Hand 2. Tavaga with a throw in from the baseline to Afoa. Laterally, Rowita. Now with Clifton. Again, moving sidewards but not forwards, the Hawks. Cullen making things happen. Overhead, Coley outside. Oh, tries to swing. And the hands of Evans really harpering the attack. It's come over the back line and now the Central Coast get a throw in. Madison, first touch of the ball, back with Jackson. Again now, O'Mara to DeVivo. They're taking the aerial route, the Central Coast Heart. And it comes over the back line, but they hold on to possession with the throw in. Ray to O'Mara up top. And with the 1-2 and front cart, Ray's found herself in a really good position. Misses the shot though. Afoa straight on that loose ball. Prowling at the back. Rowita just waiting for someone to come forward. They're quite stagnant. Someone needs to come out and help her. Coley in the air, cans. Wow. Tall and strong with those hands. Missed shot though, and Jackson straight on the back of it. Can the Heart play for their lost goal defence? Battling hard in that goal circle. DeVivo strong. Ball's loose though. Amara regathers. And a contact call goes the way of the Heart, giving them a free shot at the post. Miss though. Tavaga straight on the ball. We've got just a minute to play in the first quarter. Brilliant work from Kessler, just waiting for the right option to come open for the feed. Within 3, this is a Hawks centre though. And with 30 seconds on the clock, they can make the difference. 4. Cairns has come way out of that circle. Back to Tavaga. In front, Clifton. Now she finds Cullen. Swinging back, oh, hanging on to it. I'm not sure if that was a step. She did well either way to collect it. And a fairway out. Coley puts the shot up. Misses. Cairns again, strong under the post. And they fought hard for it, but the Hawks, they've got that 4-point difference. 10 seconds to play. Ray trying to come back to the transverse line. Time is held with 4 seconds left. Kessler throws a bit of a Hail Mary in the hope that something will come off. But it's going to be a Hawks throw-in from the back line, and that's all she wrote for the first quarter. So 13-9, the Hawks leading by 4 goals currently. Stick with us on Bar TV and we'll bring you all the action from the second quarter. Heading up for the second quarter, the Hawks with a little lead of 4 goals, 13-9. Seeing one change already out on court for the Hawks. Ebony Bernard coming on in centre, adding some real experience to the mid-court. She's been playing for the Opens, but coming back to help out with the under-23s tonight. A really valuable player. There's no other changes for them. Oh, ball won by Nikita Jackson at the back. She's always hunting. And the height between her and Cairns is pretty similar. So that's going to play into the Central Coast Hearts' favour. Meanwhile, the Hearts stick with the lineup they went into the break with. Madison, the replacement for Hand, who's had an awful injury. And again, we hope she's okay. DeVivo to Ray, doing really well to hold that front space considering Afoa is a stronger body. And again on that rebound, playing to their strengths, the Heart, back within 3. Here's a chance here to go back to back. And it's lost. Breaking call on Kessler, sees the Hawks with ball in hand. Coming off to Varga in that instance over the sideline. And so Jackson will throw in for the Heart. Madison provides an option backwards though. Now they're moving into the mid-third. DeVivo, as Rodriguez hit the deck, she's up, she's okay. Ray coming back to reset. Running through is DeVivo again. Starting to set up play in that goal attack bib. Now Kessler takes the ball into her waist, and unfortunately the feed is not good. A few little mistakes from the wing attack so far. Afoa to Rodwida. Bernard to DeVarga. Oh, ball lost. She couldn't hang on to it. And DeVivo does really well on the... Oh, it's gone the way of the Hawks. Well done by Coley. Really close there. 14-10. Bernard, quick perk. Now Cullen's feeding in hip high. And Coley, that accuracy. It's lovely. So nice to watch. Hart moving very quickly here. Kessler swinging. Now in the pocket, O'Mara finds DeVivo. Contest from Tavaga doesn't set her off. And she'll have a second bite at the cherry now. Cullen driving really hard on that centre pass, but they have to go back with Coley hanging in the goal circle. Bernard looks in front, finds Cullen. Cairns coming through, edging towards the post. Instead, they go to Coley. And again, let's see if the accuracy can continue. It does. She's so impressive. Off the hands of Kessler. So some little mistakes creeping into the Central Coast Hearts game. That pass wasn't particularly helpful. And you have to say the injury to Hand might have set them off a little bit. Did well to get a hand for a deflection. But the throw-in goes the way of the Hawks. Rodwida to Cullen. Oh, Jackson won that fair and square. Madison to Kessler, moving up the right-hand side of the court. Oh, over the head of O'Mara. Ray's chasing it. Kessler ends up with the ball though. Right place, right time. It was a foot race. Swinging now. DeVivo, hands up at the back, says, give it to me. And that's why. 4 goals remains the difference. And although Jackson certainly makes it harder for them, that was really smooth play. Kessler out for the centre pass, straight to Ray. Coming back to, Cullen offside. You can't knock her effort. Oh, and there's a change here. Yes. So a foe has come off in the goalkeeping position. And Lavana Wayne Boyle has come on in goalkeeper. She's just getting some, you can't see it, it's off screen, but Wayne Boyle just getting some directions from Jenny Webster, considering the switch was so quickly. Probably didn't expect to come on at that point anyway. Now Coley with a free shot, dishes off to Cairns, and on the baseline, she's not going to be stopped. The Hawks now 5 in front, 18-13. So adding a goal to the buffer that already stood at quarter time. Madison overhead strong to Ray. O'Mara round the body of her player to Cullen. DeVivo rather, sorry. From the pocket, they feed into Ray. And her dominance continues. Cullen roaming free, unmarked. Gives the ball to Coley, fakes to the top. A hand from Evans spoils the play, but the possession stays with the Hawks. Up into the air, and Cairns on that right-hand side just pops it up into the net. Oh, Kessler losing the ball. The pass was to her face. So I must say some of these passes off the centre haven't been great. Have got to remember she's a small player. She's not very tall, and they're not making it easy for her. Cullen trying to give it to Bernard running back, and O'Mara batted it over the back line. So throwing goes the way of the Hawks, and Cairns strong in front. Misses the shot. You would have thought she had that one for sure. But backs up, and now the Hawks hit 20. Chance to go again here. Some late contact creeping into the game. Now Jackson's caught outside. This should make it a lot easier for the Hawks. Coley still, I was going to say she's going to take the shot. Although she could still hear. Missed. Cairns underneath. The Hawks now leading by 7. So there was 4 goals difference at the quarter break, and that lead has pushed out the Hawks' way. Central Coast going to have to fight really hard here. Kessler to Ray outside that circle, bouncing, trying to give it to DeVivo. And she'll take a free shot here with the contact call on Varga. Cullen to Coley on the transverse line, into the air! And Jackson's there, sailing through like a thief in the night. Leading from the back. Her experience really valued in this Hart side. DeVivo looking in instead, goes to O'Mara down low. Strong and hard pass straight into the hands of Rodweda, who was offside. Ray switching it back up to Kessler. And now DeVivo with a front cut. Grabs the ball just before Wayne Boyle comes through. And they're fighting hard to stay in it. DeVivo running back into the air to Ray. That was like clockwork, much better in the attacking end. Cullen waiting for an option. Coley finds some space. Now they swing it to the pocket, and Bernard with a brilliant feed. That's the experience from the opens coming in. Cairns and Bernard were both in the open side together last year, so they've got a really great understanding, and you can see that when she's feeding into the shooter. To Varga, to Rodweeder. Oh, coming through is O'Mara. Sneaky little touch. We've lost the ball. Inside the circle, Ray steadies, misses the shot, but DeVivo's there to back her up. Back within 4. 4 minutes till half time. In the air. Tavaga stretches, gives it to Bernard. Now she's an option again. Rodweeder strong and hard through the hands of Cullen. O'Mara. Every time there's a loose ball, she's been prowling. Madison to Evans, little lob into the air. Now overhead, O'Mara goes to Kessler. And inside, Ray uses her to assist. Fairway out, shot missed. Wayne Boyle with the throw in. Cullen to Bernard. Cross court now, she's in, oh that's Roweda, sorry. Into Cullen now in the goal third. Top of the circle. And there's a call going against Jackson. Right hand side of the post. Another call up top. Smart work from Cullen, assessing both options and going with the right one. Two minutes 30 till half time. Roweda out of play. Oh, lucky. Brilliant work from the heart. Some nice reflexes, but they can't convert. Wayne Boyle falling over the back line. Hangs on to possession. Strong now to Coley. Coming back to their skipper. Bernard finds Cairns. Now on the edge. Cullen just inside. Bernard waiting, and Cairns in the air. Takes the feed. Comes back to the pocket. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and off the edge, that's cruel. After all that work, a contact call on Coley sees Jackson with a free pass for the heart at the back. Obstruction for Cairns. Coming forward to Vivo into the goal third. Kessler fakes, comes back to the transverse line. Now Evans, the skipper, goes laterally. Oh, coming through is Ray. She's probably the hardest working player on court right now. 1:10. Cullen to Coley. Strong to Cairns. Split stance, doesn't want to take the shot from there. Goes all the way back to the transverse line. But a call inside the goal third, goal circle rather, will help the Hawks out. Coley, swish straight through. Madison to Kessler. Evans an option on her right-hand side. Now O'Mara back to Kessler. 1 foot inside Ray. coming back, and the ball looks like it's going to be with Hart. Free pass. Fake. Ray comes through, reads it well. And she slots one in for the Hart. Back within 4. 10 seconds to play, and all of a sudden, the crowd here's woken up. Hawks with a free pass. Oh, and it goes over the back line. They had time there. But as it was at quarter time, the Hawks leading by 4. 24-20. And we'll be back with you for the third quarter. Heading out for the third quarter, the difference still 4 between these two sides. The Eastwood Ride Hawks leading 24 over the Central Coast Heart 20. The Central Coast come into this match having won 3 games on the trot, and the Hawks looking to bounce back after a loss to the Fury last week. It's important considering we've got 2 games left, including this one, before we hit the semis. And the Central Coast Heart in 5th spot really want to push in and steal the Hawk spot in 4th spot. So we've seen a change already for the Heart. Asquith coming on in goal attack. She's had 2 touches of the ball already, looking good. Up top, O'Mara. Goes to Ray, right under the post. Driving hard. And the timing of the Central Coast is good. She looks at her coach and says, job well done. Good start for them. Laura Cook's also come on in goal attack. So both teams changing their goal attack. And that's the only change for both sides. Cairns with her first shot of the third quarter. That buffer of 4 sticking around. Ray running through. Comes back to Evans. Now O'Mara up top. Draws a penalty. Inside to Asquith. Looking to come back. Oh, that was lucky. It was a foot race for the loose ball. Inside Ray. Takes it. Creates an opportunity, looks to swing back, and Rodweedwa in the pocket. Takes the ball back for the Hawks. You can see the Opens team watching from the back of the court. Tavaga throwing in from the sideline. With a free pass now, straight to Bernard and into Cairns. Evans, a bit of a shove on the side of the circle, that was well umpired. Oh, Clifton keeps it in play, and it ends up with Laura Cook. She's free in the pocket. No, she's not. O'Mara watching the ball straight into her hands. Incredible netball from both teams in that passage. Missed shot, Wayne Boyle on the crumbs. Into the goal third. This is how quickly the Hawks can move. Replay against, or held, rather, against Cairns. But Hawks are gifted some karma back. With another chance to go for a goal here. In the pocket now, Clifton through to Cairns. And the timing is impeccable. 5 goals in it. Can the Hawks make it 6? Tavaga to Bernard. Cairns has already got her hands up in the air and she finds backstays. Clifton trying to keep it in play. Arguing with the umpire. And Hart will get the throw in. Madison to Evans, tippy-toeing on the edge. Throws a bit of a Hail Mary into the middle of the court. Asquith helps her out. Now Kessler, quick to Ray. Into the pocket. Oh, battling hard for the ball, and it goes against the Central Coast. Hot potato netball. Rodweeda, strong and hard to Bernard. It's with Cook. Clifton on the side of Cairns' body. And most of the shots at goal tonight have been given with a penalty. Be nice to see some free throwing play. Clifton had an opportunity there for an intercept. But possession stays with the Central Coast. Ray in the pocket, down low to O'Mara. And Asquith coming through at the right time. Pulls the trigger. Nails the shot. 10 minutes before the final break. Cairns looking in and Cook in the air. Really smooth play from the Hawks. Madison forced back to the keeper. Ball coming off the shins of Evans. Now it's with Asquith in the goal circle. Ray collecting the ball. Kessler feeding into her. Oh, and Clifton's on the ground. She's hurt her ankle. Or maybe she's just cramping. Either way, the Heart hit 23. They're back within 5. And Clifton carrying on here. So maybe a shoe fell off. Maybe there was a cramp. Either way, she's okay. Oh, ball won again by O'Mara. Lurking at the back. Love to see her intercept stats tonight. Asquith misses the shot. It's still with Central Coast, and Ray buries it inside the net. Back within 4, and a Central Coast Heart centre here. Is momentum switching? Evans to Kessler, running back is Asquith. Oh, that was a bad contact. Accidental. And isn't Asquith having an impact on this match? Injected into the game for the 3rd quarter. Now the Heart are back within 3. Can they stop the Hawks here? Oh, and Cairns falls over the back line. No? Okay, the ball goes with Bernard. It's happening off the ball. Cairns, the ever reliable. Back to 4 goals different. That was the buffer at quarter time and at half time. Asquith waiting for the mess to happen in front of her as she steadies and takes the shot. Cook to Cairns. Stuck for the second phase. Bernard in the air saw Evans coming. They both braced. In the pocket now. And in the air. And now through the net. 30-26. Ray overhead to Kessler. Asquith survives the challenge from Tavaga. The height advantage really going and working for the Heart. We see Eliza Hand on screen, eating a lolly and smiling at least. She had a really bad injury in the first quarter. This is messy play. It's going to take a strong team to grind it out. O'Mara Waiting for an option, comes back instead. Evans strong and hard to Kessler. Come back to the transverse line. Now Kessler's got it, looking in. And Asquith is there. Wow. She is standing up for the Central Coast Heart. A brilliant impact player. Bernard comes back to Rodweeder. Clifton to Cook. Now, challenging the ball is Jackson. On the edge of the circle, Clifton feeds to Cook. Fairway out. Swish straight through. And that buffer of 4 still stands on the scoreboard with 5 minutes left to play till the final break. Central Coast Heart sit 5th. The ERNA Hawks in 4th. Pete Kenny helping out. Photographer on the edge of the court. And Asquith, wow. For someone that hasn't played at full 60 minutes, she's certainly contending for player of the match. Clifton, back to Bernard. Inside, Cook uses the top of the circle and the triangle is good. The shot from Cairns is good, and the Hawks now at 34. 33 rather. Scoreboard is playing tricks on us tonight. 4 minutes before the final break. O'Mara to Kessler. 1 foot inside. Asquith, trying to feed to Ray. Her head hit the post then. Certainly a very sharp shooter. Good try from Kessler there. We've just seen a wheelchair being brought out to help Eliza Hand, so it's not looking good, unfortunately. You can post in the comments and send her some well wishes on Facebook. Jackson. The player you really don't want hunting under the net when you miss a shot. And again, the height difference there between the pass and poor wing attack. Rawida straight to O'Mara, wrong player. There's a lot of congestion in that midcourt. Asquith comes back to Evans. Now Kessler running through, gives it to O'Mara. And the play is too quick. It comes off the hands of Ray. Wayne Boyle with a throw in from the baseline. Clifton collecting the loose ball. And now the Hawks are on the run. Cairns. Really smart play to set herself up. And again, that buffer still 4. So the last quarter, both teams each scored 11 goals. And it looks as if this quarter is going 1 for 1 here too. A pretty even contest between 4 and 5th. Throw in for the Central Coast as the Hawks bench yells out 2 hands on the intercepts, please. It was polite. Ray, beautiful front cut. Nails the shot. A minute to play here. Hawks centre. Bernard's all on her own, but Clifton didn't see her. And it comes off the hands of Cook. What can the Heart do with this? Bouncing to Evans is Jackson. Now O'Mara takes the ball. Kessler running hard. 43 seconds. Time not held. with a penalty at the top of the circle. Asquith running through. Oh, the shot is good. Back within 2. 30 seconds here, and it's a Central Coast Heart Centre. Kessler to Ray, draws a penalty. 24 seconds left. Time still ticking. They're going to have to be quick here. And Asquith, she's got 15 seconds to take this shot. Buries it inside the net. They're back within 1, the Heart. Hawks Centre. Can they make the buffer 2, or are we going to go into the final break? Just 1 goal difference. In the air, Cairns, it comes off her hands, and they're going to run out of time here. 1 goal is all that separates these two teams heading into the final 15 minutes. "15 minutes left to play, and we're all set for a blockbuster finish here. The Hawks leading by just 1 goal, 34-33. Let me remind you that the Hawks sit 4th, the Central Coast Heart sit 5th. And even if the Central Coast Heart continue their winning streak, they've won 3 games leading into this match, they will not overtake the Hawks, but they'll be tied on points heading into the final round. And it will come up to goal percentage. Here we go. And it's already started, the tough contest. Wayne Boyle winning the ball there for the Hawks and forcing turnover from the first centre pass. So there's a couple of changes for the Eastwood Ride Hawks. Lockery, who's getting the ball now in centre, is coming on for her first touch of the game. Madison with a big intercept. Let's not forget that she replaced Eliza Ham before. So it's been hard, or it would be hard to come on and replace her after such a tough injury, but she's done a good job. Asquith running through to provides an option for the Heart. The other change for the Hawks is Ebony Bernard moving from centre to wing attack, which has meant Cullen has head to the bench. Everyone else remains as they are. Meanwhile, Central Coast sticking with the lineup that they've had since the injury to Eliza Hand in the first quarter. So their coaches giving the players that they've had on court so far the nod. We know you can get the job done. Locked at 34 apiece. We haven't been locked at an even score since the first quarter. The Hawks pushing in front by 1 now, 35-34. Last time they played back in round 6, the score to'd and fro'd each break, and the Hawks won by 3 goals. So it's a very tight contest between these two teams. And they've got about 13 minutes 30 now to prove who is the better side of the two. Ray dishing off to Asquith, who's been really solid since she came on as an impact player. Lockery to Cook. Coming back to Tavaga, still in that mid-court, trying to push in. Bernard 1 foot inside. Cook looking in. Cairns now finding some space. Jackson really contesting and confusing every bit of inch around her. But Cairns does well to get the ball and put the Hawks back up by 1. Running through for the centre pass is Kessler. Now Asquith comes back to the transverse line. Penalty to the Heart taken. Ray to the pocket. Oh, cops a bit of contact from behind. It's been body on body, and Georgia Ray's really stood up against some tough Hawks defence tonight. Again, the score locked. Lockery forced back to the skipper. Bernard in the air now to Cook, turning. She finds Lockery. Struggling a little, but Bernard with a really nice feed to Cairns and the follow-up pass to find a nice position for the shot. Asquith, oh, in the air. And collective work from Rowita and Wayne Boyle sees turnover go the Hawks' way. Wrong player there, standing out of play. Kessler was out. Lockery with the ball in the mid-court. She goes to Cook. Now in the air, Bernard takes it, turns. We'll get it back with a free pass on the edge of the circle. Feeding to Cairns, the timing, brilliant. And the Hawks take a little buffer of 2 goals. A chance here to make it 3. And a call goes against them, so that's gone now. For the centre pass. Turnover for the Central Coast Heart on the transverse line. Kessler straight into Asquith. She's been steady tonight, and she continues with some brilliant accuracy. Kessler coming back. O'Mara, long, into the air. Wing attack looking to feed, and Georgia Ray with some good hands and a lovely jump. Maintains possession even though it was a bad feed. And now they're underneath the post. Asquith surely won't miss from there. Oh, she does. Call against her too for contact, so Hawks gifted an opportunity here. Tavaga in the air in the midcourt with Bernard coming back. Under 10 minutes left in round 13. Lockery round the body to Cook. Coming back, they give it straight to Brooklyn O'Mara. And they've played on. O'Mara to Ray. Again, getting a lot of contact inside that circle. Be safe, being called out by the Central Coast Heart coaching bench. Oh, Asquith missing another close one. So some really tough pressure at the back from Wayne Boyle and Tavaga. Just throwing them off. But we're back again, 38 apiece. A drawn score. Cairns back to Lockery. Bernard switching it up in the pocket. Lockery straight to Cook with a front cut. Oh, the pass back is not good. And a hand from Asquith bats it into Bernard's. Cook back to the wing attack. Now Lockery fighting hard for some space. Takes the penalty. Goes 1, 2, 3 with Cairns. And the Hawks are going to be up by a goal here. Change being made for the Hawks. That was definitely planned. So Afoa comes on in goalkeeper. Wayne Boyle moves to goal defence, and Tavaga, she's been sent to the bench. Mixing up the defensive pressure. Afoa out of play inside. In the pocket now. Rowita out of play. And again, another call. So a lot of penalties going against the Hawks here. Another against Afoa there. They're going to have to be smarter with their defence. 39 all. Lockery to Cook. Wayne Boyle assisting. Coming back to Rodwida. Bernard, quick work. Cook using her again. She's everywhere, setting up all the play. Relying on her experience. And as we hold time, 7:25 on the clock, Lockery will take a penalty for the Hawks. Baseline shot. Oh, just off the edge, and Jackson. She says no way, guarding the post at the back. Can the Central Coast Heart convert from here? Every ball contested. It's really tough out there. But they've got a chance to go one up. Kessler. Now it's with Asquith inside. Missed. Over the back line. You can feel the pressure building. Georgia Ray throwing to the pocket. Now she's got a front cut. And a really good job from her on the baseline to find some space. Both defenders were stuck back on Asquith. Up by 1. Here's a Central Coast Heart Centre. Kessler fakes, then finds Ray. Oh, ball 1. Oh, Asquith has hit the deck. Just inside the circle is Ray. Another penalty here against the Hawks. Oh. There's been about 4 or 5 penalties already. Just in this passage of play. Another there. So things are getting a bit out of hand here. And the Hawks down by 1 goal, trying to limit the Central Coast Heart, but all they're really doing is wasting time and helping them out. There you go. Couldn't eat my words there because they've come up with the ball. Asquith now out of play. Rowita to Afoa. They're pushing up through the left channel. Now they go diagonally through the midcourt. Bernard to Lockery. Around the body. Oh, who's going to come through there? Jackson. But it still stays with the Hawks. Bernard clutching at the ball, gives it to Cook. And now we're back level, 40 apiece. You can tell the coaching staff at the Central Coast are really happy about that call. Oh, coming through. Ray enforced that. That was good umpiring there. Lockery to Bernard. Coming back. Rowita. Back to the wing attack. Now Lockery stuck for an option, starting to get frustrated. Goes to Cook. And Asquith on the edge there. Can't believe it. She's been called off side inside the goal third. Lockery to Cook inside the circle now. Fairway out. She says, I'm just going to do it myself. Misses. Cairns bats it out of play. And Jackson now with a chance here on the back line. .325. Oh, tip from Cairns. Don't you love it when your shooter comes up with a defensive play? Winning ball here too. And back within one. Just 3 minutes remains in round 13. A lot of yelling being done. On the edge, O'Mara into the shooter. Taking it in the air with a little twirl. Georgia Ray has been super solid for the Central Coast tonight. 2 minutes 30, scores all locked up at 41. Oh, that was unfortunate. Wayne Ball just tripping over. Evans to O'Mara coming through. They play on, wanting to get on with it. Now Asquith. Better accuracy. Closer to the post this time. Both opens teams watching this from the back of the court, and they've formed a formidable partnership when it comes to producing quality games in the Premier League the last 2 years. 1v2, that Opens Grand Final rematch coming up here straight after this match. But now the Hawks have it. 1:35 to play. The Heart up by one, and the pressure of the moment gets to them. It's gone over the sideline. Time is held. Still time here if they wanted to level it up. Kessler with a throw in. Fakes, comes back to Evans on the transverse line. Now she bounces to Ray. Again, they reset through Evans. 1:15, running back, Kessler, split stance, hip high pass, into Ray, back on the edge, and now Asquith. Can she do the job here? Shot missed, off the post and over the back line, touched by Hawks last. Ray to Kessler, in the pocket. Hands up in the air is Asquith, and she's going to be the difference here. She takes the Heart, 2 goals in front, 43-41. We've got 45 seconds left on the clock. And a crowd is building here. As the clock ticks down, it's not been held. Cairns trying to give it to Cook, and it comes off the hands of Jackson over the back line. Cook, eager to speed things up, takes the ball back. Now it's on court, and it looks like Jackson's out of play. 22 seconds left. Hawks back within 1. Central Coast Centre. The skipper, Evans, coming back to Madison. Can they do it for their injured friend, Eliza Hand? Through the air is Evans. Now to Kessler. Laterally, Ray asks for another option. And that's the end of the match, 43-42. The Central Coast Heart now level with the Hawks. 4th and 5th they stay. Goal percentage just keeping the Hawks inside the top 4. But wow, keep an eye on the fixtures next week because there could definitely be a switch up there. And don't you dare go anywhere because we're going to grab our Bar TV player of the match in a second and wrap up this exciting round 13 clash with them in front of the camera. A 1-goal win to the Central Coast Heart here in round 13 in the under-23s. We've got Brooklyn O'Mara here, our Bar TV player of the match. Brooklyn, you took so many intercepts that game. I wish we had the stats. You did really well.
Thank you.
Was it really hard to come out on court after that injury to your friend Eliza Hand and play?
Yeah, I reckon after, our goal was to teamwork, but after that we really lifted as a team and put it in for her.
Yeah. The buffer was 4 goals at quarter time and then again at half time because it was so close.
Yeah.
And then for you guys to overthrow them and come back hard, was she the motivation?
Yeah, I definitely think so. Yeah.
Okay. So you've got a tough game next week against the UTS Sparks, but we know now that you're level with the Hawks.
Yeah.
So it's anyone's game. You could really play for your life in that match and make it into the semis.
100%. It's all on the line. I think if we do that and work as a team again, we can get across the line.
So these two clubs, Central Coast Heart and the Eastwood Ride Hawks, in the Opens have had a really strong partnership, but it's flowing through to the under-23s now too.
Yeah, it's really good that they have that and now it's coming through us, that we've got a really good hard competition with the Hawks.
Well done tonight.
Thank you.
Good luck for next week.
Thank you.
And we'll see what happens.
Hopefully
might see you
get
in
the
the
win.
semis.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you for joining us on Bar TV. We will be back with the Opens at 8:40, so tune in then.